Gemini gang, what's happening? Thank y'all for being here. I didn't know if I was going to record today, but I am. Here we are, okay? This card kept falling out while I was shuffling this. All Gemini placements, take what resonates, leave the rest. Take it how it resonates with you and your situation. If you need a personal reading, check the description box of Gemini's, okay? I also kept seeing this as well. All right, so let's see what's going on here. I'm glad I dug this deck out because it's been a while. I've been using it for my personal reads too. So let's see what's going on. So I kept seeing this as well. This beginnings is try again, new direction, start over. I'm also seeing past life. I'm seeing repeated patterns. Yeah. Karmic lessons. All right. We have peace. This is balance, harmony, and friendship. And then we have releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Geminis. Some of you guys moving past something to something else. Or it could be you leaving something in the past. All right. As far as you reconciling and letting bygones be bygones. So we're going to see what this is. Hit the likes, hit the subscribes, hit those notification bells. So this is what kept falling out when I was shuffling for you. And this is the open heart card. And this is receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. I know we kind of touched on some type of vulnerability as well. And another read, okay? We have hopeless here. This is sinking, despair, and falling apart. Child, I know there's another video that was, okay, we'll see what's going on. We have hoping. This is expecting, faith, and manifesting, okay? And then we have stress here. Just seeing a lot of this as well. Turbulence, tension, and arguments, all right? Let's see what's going on. Now, this could be what was going on in your connection. What kind of focusing was I doing? I don't know what kind of camera setting I got going on here, but this is not it. Okay, it works though. It'll work for now. So, Geminis. So I feel like for a lot of you, someone's falling apart. Okay, it could be because of some type of tension you have or some type of argument you've had. It makes sense with this. This could be a past life connection you have, but this could also be like something someone keeps doing. So I feel like you may keep having the same pattern with a person. Geminis, okay, but let's see what's going on. I feel like someone may need a new approach to this connection, or someone's going to have a different approach with you than what they've normally done, okay? We have the star card here on the bottom, could be an Aquarius. I also saw the King of Swords, which is also Aquarius, so some of you guys may be dealing with an Aquarius placement, or you have that, okay? So let's see what's going on. Wow, the Temperance. I love that for the open heart. That is, whoa. So that is balance. That is combining two different things and making one new thing. Like I've said in other readings, the Temperance is the alchemist, you guys. So I feel like this is more so you guys learning how to make your differences work for you instead of making them, instead of them tearing you apart, okay? We have the Emperor here. I'm seeing the Ten of Cups here. The Five of Swords. That's an interesting energy for hoping. Okay, we have the Emperor here. Like I said, I don't know what that is, but I feel like someone is wanting to reconcile. Yep, we have the Moon here. Oh, wow. We have the Nine of Cups here on the bottom. Oop, yep, there's the Five of Cups. Someone regrets something that was said. Yep. Said or done. Four of Cups here. Child. Yeah. Someone regrets something that was said, done, or whatnot. Now, the Five of Swords here under hoping, it's like, it kind of gives this, like someone kind of losing hope a little bit. So I don't know if it's you or them, but yeah, I feel like there is someone here that, now, didn't I say something about some tension in another reading? That may have been like in the title, huh? Like I said something. Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of tension between you and somebody. Or you may feel it. There's the Moon again. Yeah. Some of you may feel like somebody's energy. Even if you're not around them or dealing with them. I feel like someone's energy is starting to get stronger for you. And I feel like it's because they are they're getting closer and closer, Geminis. Okay, so there's that Emperor again. Yep. Could be an Aries for some of you. Heavy fire I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the Ten of Swords here as well. The Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Cups again. There could be a fear of rejection, which I keep getting for you guys. Some type of fear of rejection, but also a meaning to the Four of Cups can be frustration. So there's like some frustration if something's not moving, something's not going the way that they want it to go, or something that you want it to go. And that makes sense with the Five of Swords here too. Like I feel like someone is wanting something, but it's not going the way that they want it, or the way that they expected it to. Geminis, we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Interesting. So this kind of makes me feel like, Geminis, we have the Ten of Pentacles here on the bottom. This kind of makes me feel like someone may have said something like while they were under the influence. That's number one. Someone may have been under the influence. So say you had an argument with someone, and you know some words were exchanged. I feel like there may have been like some alcohol involved or whatnot. That's not going to be for all of you, but I'm seeing a lot of confusion here. This is a very confused, delusional energy here. Okay, so I'm not sure if who's in delusion, child. But this is a very, very delusional energy right here, Geminis. Okay, so I want to see what more that is. Let me dealing with a Taurus. Now, I do like the Four of Swords after the Five of Swords, because I feel like someone is wanting to make amends after a fight or an argument, but they may not know how to go about doing it, all right? Or there is like some worst case scenarios being played in their head, all right? We have the Ten of Cups here and the Ten of Swords again. Yeah, Gemini, someone wants to be out of the doghouse. Yeah, somebody wants to be out of it. It's almost as if too, like, the divine pair. It's almost as if it's like someone is expecting to be at odds, or someone's kind of expecting a fight or an argument with you. Geminis. Whoa. There's that King of Swords again. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. Yeah, something's definitely stuck here. I'm seeing the Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Death. Yeah, that makes sense. Seven of Cups as well. Again, why the hell we keep seeing the Seven of Cups? The Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like something didn't turn out the way that somebody thought. Or let me give you an example, because sometimes when I'm trying to get my words out, it doesn't come out the right way. Say, for instance, someone ended this, right? And in their mind, they were like, okay, yeah, Gemini is going to come back and make amends. Gemini is going to come and chase after me. And I feel like that didn't happen. I feel like something this person was expecting didn't happen. And now they feel away. So now they're like, okay, yeah, I have to make a different approach, and I have to approach this in a different way. But I kind of get some confusion here, especially since there's a lot up in the air and there's a lot that's not being said here, Geminis. Because, baby, yeah, see, yikes. You do not want to see that under hopeless. Oh, goodness gracious. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, the Magician. This is kind of insane, Geminis. There's a lot of kings here as well. There's that Emperor again. Yeah, some of you, why do I keep getting that there's other energies here? But there's definitely one person. I won't dibble and dabble too much in the other energies, but there is definitely one energy here, Geminis, that is down bad. Okay, and I mean really down bad. I feel like whoever this is doesn't sleep. You know, they're up all night. I feel like they are having a lot of anxiety and depression and things like that, which would kind of make sense based on what I'm seeing. Like I said, there's this hopelessness here. And I forgot the title of this card is Hopeless, and then there's Hoping. So it's so odd. It's kind of like a, you know, in the middle type thing. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it could be a Capricorn you're dealing with. I'm also seeing the Moon again. So again, it's giving insecurities, and it's giving there's something that's not being seen. okay? Or there's something that's not being acknowledged or said. It's a lot of confusion, and I feel like there's some stuff that needs to be said, okay? Someone holds back. Whoever this is has been holding back a lot. Someone is really wants to reconcile here, Geminis. Two of Pentacles as I split the deck. The Ten of Cups again. Somebody really wants to reconcile. Geminis. Okay. And I am seeing the falling apart. The card literally says falling apart. And then you see the Nine of Swords. I feel like someone cries over this. Wow. And that makes sense. Do some of you have this person blocked? Seven of Swords here. Yeah, it's a lot not being said as well. I almost saw that Empress. The High Priestess. Yikes. We have the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups again. You guys. So this gives a whole new meaning to it. The Four of Pentacles. I feel like the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is someone that's very drawn to you. And I feel like you may have triggered someone as well. I feel like someone may have acted on their trigger. I also feel like someone was kind of expecting you to make amends with something and you didn't. Like you kind of let them, go on about their life or whatever they chose to do. Geminis, I don't feel like what you did is necessarily wrong. Especially if you're the one always patching things up. And I totally understand that because I told y'all I went into my villain era my last birthday because I had made a whole post about it on my Facebook. But I had looked back on a lot of the connections that have fallen off for me. And like, let's take just not even just romantic, but friendships, romantic, family, or whatever. And as I'm looking at my connections, it was usually me that was holding that connection together. And as soon as I was no longer initiating solutions, initiating conflict resolution, as soon as I was no longer initiating, nothing happened. Okay, and I feel like this could be what has happened here. Once you stopped initiating something, once you stopped being the fixer-upper, nothing happened, and now they're feeling a way about it. Knight of Swords. So you have to take it how it resonates because you could be the other person. Okay, but that's what's part of the repeating patterns here is you have to also check your own bullshit. So I have to check my own bullshit and where I'm enabling things and I have to stop it. Okay, so I feel like this could be the case, or that's the space that some of you guys are in, is no longer enabling certain behaviors. Geminis. Okay, so I feel like now somebody's kind of down bad because I keep seeing splitting deck. I'm seeing the Knight of Cups. Splitting deck again. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. You have somebody coming in. Okay, Five of Wands. You have somebody coming. And I feel like some of you guys may have this person blocked. There's a blockage between you and this individual. Now I talked about one yesterday. That may not be the case this time. Take it how it resonates. You're going to know what your blockage is and what isn't, Geminis. But I feel like this is something that keeps going and going and going. Like this is something that this person continuously does, but you also have been enabling it, right? So I feel like when you stop enabling it, you break that pattern. All right, but then it involves action from the other person as well. You know what I mean? So like I said, there's that Knight of Swords again. If that's the space that you're in, as far as no longer being the only one initiating those tough conversations, you know what I mean? So now the types of people I'm attracting to me, they are reciprocating my energy. Because when I thought back on it, even with my romantic connections, my friendships, I didn't have any one of those people ever come to me and be like, hey, let's talk this out. Hey, let's fix this. It was just they were gone unless I said something. And if I didn't say anything, nothing ever got done. And so that's turned me off to a lot of people to the point where I've already said I don't want anybody from the past back, period, for that reason. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're in this space of breaking those cycles. But somebody has to. And oh, man, somebody has to. All right. Otherwise, you're going to keep going through the same thing over and over again. Geminis, okay? And then it comes out. Yeah, you had to stop it. So now somebody's down bad. Could be a Taurus. Somebody's down bad because you're asserting your boundaries. All right. There's that King of Pentacles again. So me dealing with an Earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay. Could also be a fixed sign that's here on this World card, but someone really, 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 really wants to reconcile with you. But I kind of get like them not really knowing how to go about doing it. And depending on the situation, you know, you just got to put in this, like we talked about on the live, you got to put in the same amount of effort into making amends as you do when you're doing bullshit, right? And it's always funny to me how people know how to say fucked up, hurtful things, but when it comes to apologizing and making amends, now you don't know what to say. Now you're scared to talk. Now you're scared to reach out. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm in a different space, and I would totally understand if a lot of you guys are as well. Because look, if you know how to cuss somebody out, you should also know how to apologize, right? Instead of avoiding that person and all that, right? Fourth of Swords here, the Justice card, yeah. The High Priestess, this gives heavy energy of something needing to be restored. Balance needs to be restored here, okay? You see that there is a scale in this Six of Pentacles card, and there's also a scale. Something has to be restored, just like with this. But that's how it happens, right? Because I'm not going to go off on the deep end. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a note to go talk about this on the live. But when somebody fucks up or someone does something negative, there has to be something positive that you do to take its place. Otherwise, the negative just festers, right? So you can't come back and act like nothing's happened. You can't do that. You have to make amends with the wrong that was done. It has to be addressed, and it has to be taken care of, and it has to be made right. I saw a speaker, it may have been Tony Robbins, I don't remember who it was, but I'm going to try to find it, that said, for every wrong you do to a person, you have to do 3 rights to override that. Okay, so this is the temperance here. You have to, if things have to be balanced, and things are out of balance, if it's always a bunch of negativity piled on top of each other, it's going to create resentment. So you can't say fucked up things to a person, right, and then not come back and say 3 more positive things to override it. Okay, I hope what I'm saying is making sense. So that's why I say it's counterproductive to come back into somebody's life that you've hurt and not address it, because it'll fester and fester and fester until it can't anymore. Okay, so we have Sunday here. This is why I don't if you can't talk about or admit to or be accountable, it won't work. Energetically, it's out of balance here. Okay, and that's why there's so much stress and heartbreak and pain. And I feel like this person is going to continue to go through it until they make amends. The karmic lesson here. Okay, I can't take the silence anymore. This person is not meant to just come back like nothing's happened. You have to be accountable for what you've done at the end of the day. All right, I have trust issues, yeah, and I get that with the moon too here. And this could also be you too, Gemini. So just make sure that you're dealing with stuff in a healthy way, because you may not fully trust this individual when they return, or whatever the case may be. My life was black and white till you came in and added color. And this is why I said on the live, like, what I tell you, this could be either one of you. I felt hurt by your words / actions. I get this all through the spread. So if something is made wrong, then you have to make it right. Double time. This is what I was saying in the live. With I forgot his name, but this is what I was saying in the live. You have to go harder. If you're trying to make amends, you have to go hard. You can't just act like everything is everything. It doesn't work like that. Energetically, it'll catch up to you. And I feel like this is what's going on here. I feel like someone's like feeling guilty and Wednesday, because whoever this is has made no attempt. I'm good. I'm not brave enough to face you. Exactly. And they're going to keep suffering until they do. But I feel like whoever this is has made no attempt to make amends, or they haven't done enough. So until they do, they're going to suffer. And that's just what it is. It's not much you can do about that, Geminis, okay? I'm sorry I pushed you away. I told you. And I feel like for some reason, this person pushed you away and somehow expected you to fight for them, to give them that ego boost or that reassurance, and that wasn't for you to do, Geminis. It wasn't for you to do. This person knows whatever they did, they were fucked up about it. Okay, I let my friends and family get in my ear. That could be either one of you two as well. I wish I could tell you how I really feel. I don't want things to end. Whoa. This ain't over. We're on a break. Child, I thought I would never lose you. I told you. I feel like somebody thought everything was going to be everything. Just because you let shit slide in the past. And I feel like you're not letting things slide anymore. And they are down bad about it. I miss hearing your voice because now you've asserted your boundaries here, Geminis. But it needed to happen because things were out of balance in this connection. Too much negativity, too much fucking up, and not enough making up. Not enough positive. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be balanced out. Otherwise it'll fall apart. It'll be out your hands. Otherwise it'll fall apart. Okay? I can't eat or sleep without you. I want to see you right now. I'm feeding for your kiss. So of course y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but at the end of the day, child, Friday, I don't really trust people that can't admit when they wrong. Okay, that person put your life in danger. We got 222. They could not be trusted, child. I don't want things to end again. All right, so I'm seeing repeats. Let me pull a few of these. Then I'll get a couple songs. I'm gonna rack it. Damn, I've learned my lesson. I told you, whatever you did, Geminis, you needed to do it because this person needed to learn. Okay, and this person chose to learn the hard way. And there's nothing that you can do about that, okay? I'm not the same person. I've changed. You changed me, baby. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. You give me butterflies. Child. Okay, then. I'm about to call / text you. Worst, I assume, by JoJo. Didn't I tell you this person thinks about worst case scenario? There's still no excuse. And my thing is this. If you owe someone an apology, you need to give it to them, regardless if they take you back or not. Because karma is a real thing. Karmic lessons. Karma is a real thing. Okay? Who was that I saw you with? That was a little left. But you make me want to risk it all. It's come and be open to receive. Especially certain folks. Certain people are very protected. And if you go around fucking them over, yeah, watch your life crumble right in front of your eyes. I love you more than I show you. Okay, I'm seeing today again for some of you. I'm tired of the back and forth. I'm seeing today again for some of you. All right, so let me shuffle real quick. I hope we don't get the same song, baby. This is a whole nother playlist, okay? So yeah, let's see what. No, Geminis, I'm done, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna give y'all another song. This is a totally different playlist, y'all. What the hell? Why do y'all keep getting that song? And I know y'all have gotten this one too 1,000 times. Y'all have to bear with my screen. I need to change that. Everything by Marcus Houston. Child, Geminis, I can't with y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, y'all. Peace out.